Hey guys, Jeremy Scott here. I'm going to drop a really quick message to my girl Katrina and her whole team over there. I know a lot of you guys have kind of dove into my new book, Make Success Mandatory, and so I appreciate that. Thank you guys very much. I'm glad you're reading it and hopefully you're getting something awesome out of it. I'm going to touch on something really fast as you guys kind of go into a new week here with some new goals in mind. And it's just the point that I kind of start off the book with calling myself the master of failure, and I still stick by that because I still fail at a lot of stuff, and I suck at a lot of things, but I'm learning, and that's kind of the point of this, is that when you guys are going into this, training people, working with people, helping people, starting new things, going in different directions, don't be afraid to fail. That's the one thing I would ask anybody. Do not be afraid to do that, because the reality is that we all fail. At some point in our life, at something, and most of us, we fail daily at many things. I mean, I failed at sports, at school, at jobs, at relationships, who knows, driving a car, whatever it may be. I've failed at a million different tests and metrics and things, and each one of those things has been a learning process. And at the time, it's really hard to see it because, you know, we get down on ourselves and we get depressed and we see ourselves as not as good as we are. So my quickest example would be, when you guys look in the mirror at your physical body, so my physical being, I'll look in the mirror and most people pick apart the worst things about themselves. They'll look at the trouble spots, they'll look at their stomach or their legs or their butt or their arms or their chest and be like, man, I really hate that, I want to change it. And they'll focus on it, and they'll just focus on the negative things, where you kind of have to take a step back sometimes and see yourself through the eyes of someone else. So even for me, for example, I'll look at myself and people might think certain things about me, but all I know is what I think and what I feel. So when I fail, then, oh man, I get discouraged. But the outside world probably doesn't see you the same way, and you kind of have to look it through the eyes of them and understand, like, most people don't think you're probably a failure. Most people don't think you're probably unsuccessful, even if you have those thoughts because of the little things that go on in your day. So the point is, don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to go outside of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to push yourself, because even if you fall flat on your face, you're going to learn something from it. Every negative thing that's ever come to me in my life and happened, and I 100% believe this, I've had some really just shitty things go on in my life, like horrible, and at the time, like, you know, I would play the, oh, why does this happen to me? Why would I do that? All of those things I am so grateful for today. Now, granted, it's like months or years later, I can appreciate it because I've learned from it, and I can see, like, okay, because that happened to me here, this is what I made it happen. Same thing if it's business or fitness or life or relationships. You're going to learn something from the negative if that's how you see it. If you can be like the glass, you know, kind of all full person, that definitely will happen to you. So I ask you guys to take your bumps with that same mentality of, yeah, it might not be perfect today. Yeah, it might suck right now, but what can I learn from this to ensure that it doesn't happen in the future, or to ensure I'm a better person moving forward in the future. So that's my thing. Take it from me, the master of failure, the guy who sucked at a lot of stuff. I took all those things and, you know, at least at this point in my life, I've found some form of success, or at least I've been able to help other people kind of see that, you know, it's not the end all be all. Most of our problems and most of our failures aren't life-threatening. They're life-changing, if you want to think of it that way. So I wish you guys the best on that. Other than that, if you guys have any questions for me whatsoever on the book or anything, holler at Katrina, holler at me. I will be glad to help you, because I've been through a lot of it, and understanding what you guys are doing is making a huge difference. It's your calling, it's your gift, it's your passion. So keep kicking ass, and again, don't be afraid to try new stuff. Go out there, fall on your face, fail a million times, because understandably, maybe that 8th, 9th, 10th, maybe that 800th failure is going to lead to that one great idea, that one great thought, that one great event that changes the lives of not only you and your friends, but hundreds and thousands of other people, or maybe even it changes my life. So again, you all guys all have greatness in you. You all have a gift that you can give back to the world, and we're just waiting for you guys to unleash it and share it with everybody else. So go out there, be badass, and best of luck this week as you guys kind of move through everything.